Just, I mean, they really are.
Wow.
And one path, you know, this is quick crafting, without a shadow of a doubt. You can definitely craft quickly and swiftly with these.
So you can add your sentiments, perfect. You've got that space to add the sentiments. And this, to me, very subtle, very elegant, but no less dramatic.
Now look at this one. This one, vellum.
Oh.
Vellum. Look at this. I mean, that is just gorgeous with some coloured card behind it.
Cheeky.
Really makes that pop out, doesn't it?
You can see how you got that fallen snow in the background there as well.
Just gorgeous, really gorgeous.
Hello.
And again, just in white, because again you've got that nice deep emboss, you can actually
now this is
interesting.
Look. Talk to me about this one, Fiona, because this is interesting.
So this one, you've just got a white embossed card. So we've embossed the folder twice, joined it at the corners, so we've just taken that whole of that corner, this one here.
Okay.
That one there. So all we've done is emboss that a couple of times.
And then you just cut that out.
And then just cut it out and pieced it over the top.
That looks
great.
great.
They look great. They really do. But so many things that you can be embossing with these. But of course, it's a kind of favourite, really.
Wow.
Really gorgeous.
Now, here, do you know? Oh, this is an easel card. Sorry, I can open that up. Wow.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Lovely.
Now look at this. That is embossing powder on board. Look. Board this, so you can emboss MDF and then put that. Look, that has a real almost industrial feel to it, doesn't it? It would be great on your mixed media folders, that one.
Fiona, wait, this is on board?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Isn't it great? It gives you a real sheen. That looks like an old piece of metal. Just playing with your embossing folders. That's beautiful.
You've got to try this technique if you get hold of these, and we're already busy for this. We've had an extremely busy start to the show. And I'm not surprised when you consider you're getting a saving for some dramatic embossing folders that you, whether you're starting your crafting journey or experienced crafter, are going to get an instant win, that instant drama.
And you know, you don't even have to use a whole piece of a folder. Look at that strip.
What?
Just that one tiny bit. Imagine how many of these you could get out of one pass in your machine. At least four cards.
How is this achieved?
So it's just a distressed background. So just a sparkle pen background with a little bit of a glue pen and some glitter.
Perfect.
And one more I want to show you, because again, you don't have to use the whole folder. Cut a simple circle and you've got a Christmas bauble.
But you know, because it's 3D, you get that effect. It really does bring the bauble to life. That is incredible. Lovely. Okay, details are on your screen. £9.98 for 2 embossing folders. That's a £4 saving. That is great value. Do you know what? These are meant to be $6.99 each. Perfect way if you're looking to get some mojo back for your Christmas crafting. Perfect way to do it. 3D embossing folders. And genuinely, when you get these home, you'll appreciate how good they are, because you need to work with them to fall in love with them.
You do. And the thing about embossing folders is they are so versatile that once you start playing with them and once you start inking the folder and letterpressing with them, there's so much you can do. And we've got another option. Now, this option I really like, because this option you've almost got a frame. And I can see this. If you cut out the centre of both of those, I can see both of these as photo frames.
Oh, yes.
Photo, really easy. Just cut out the centre. Perfect for a photo Christmas card. Really lovely. Aren't they gorgeous?
Lovely.
And I love the way you can use these for so many different things. And again, you've got that mid-ground, background and foreground. The bells one, particularly, winter weddings, absolutely every time.
So this just getting a very, you can get a bag and you can pick those up for a good price, and then all of a sudden, putting that detailing on the front, you're making it something very special indeed. So if you are giving gifts for Christmas, you can make them special. Now,
seen that folder, now look at that one. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Just a bit of distress ink on it as well. I mean, so pretty.
They just look so dramatic.
They really do. And I mean, this is the thing. Sometimes at Christmas, what you want is quick and easy.
Oh, I love that.
Because quick and easy means that you can really play with these. The other thing about particularly this one that you're seeing at the moment is you can use that landscape or portrait. So you've got a portrait one there. Looks really beautiful. Really beautiful. Again, simple gilding wax on cream card.
Wow.
So easy to do.
I mean, really elegant. That is lovely. So you can go a bit more vintage, a bit more shabby chic.
Yeah. but look how it looks when you do it landscape.
Wow.
And this is what I mean about using it for photographs and putting a family photograph in the centre of it. It would look amazing.
I mean, that really quintessential classic Christmas.
Yeah.
So good.
Really lovely.
Yeah, and not hard to achieve. I mean, anyone can achieve this.
Oh, I mean, this is the thing. All of these, they create the card
Look
for
at this
you.
one. This next one, hands down, just blew me away.
Isn't that fun?
That's incredible.
I mean, they're just fabulous. They really are, because the folders, the technology to get these folders right took us so long, and it's absolutely stunning. I'm going to show you one more.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, in fact, I'm going to show you two more.
Very nice. Have to.
It's
so
from the other bundle, but I'm still going to show you because you could do it with any.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And this is a compliment to the quality of the embossing folders that you are getting here. So whether it is for your paper crafting, whether it is for your home decor, for your mixed media, you've got that scope, you've got the potential, and you've got the saving. £4 saving. So £9.98 for 2 embossing folders of this quality is exceptional value. It really is, because considering each embossing folder traditionally should be £6.99 each, you are getting value and you're getting quality. 586-238, your item number. Now, we've got more for you. The Gemini. Brand new bundle as well. A
brand new starter kit with it. So let me just whip you through very quickly, and we'll show you some samples made with the new starter kit, because these aren't any old bits and pieces. This is a lovely collection. So you're getting your Gemini. This is your big Gemini. This is your bigger than A4 plates. But look, you're getting all your plates with it. So you've got your 2 cutting plates, your opaque shim, you've got your rubber mat, your magnetic mat, and you've got your metal cutting plate. You've got a machine which is going to make die cutting and embossing easy and a joy, and because it's so easy to do, you will play with it time and time again. It won't go away. You know, this will sit in your craft room. Fabulous machine. You've got simple controls here, on, off. You've got your play pause, as I like to call it, and your reverse, because it reminds me of the old cassette tapes. You're also getting with this, now look at this brand new starter collection, you're getting another 3D embossing folder, and I am going to drop this one in here. There we go, look.
Wow.
And actually that tag in the middle, the thanks and those little tags and the swirls, they're the dies in the new starter kit, so you could be making that very easily.
Lovely.
You also getting the beautiful edges as well. You've got 2 edgeable dies in there and a creator card style die as well. So that's in 2 parts, so you can use both parts of it. You're also getting an accessories collection which has got the thanks in there, it's got the little swirls that you saw there, it's got the love token in there and the butterfly. And then the hexagonal dies are really special. These are our multimedia dies. Now our multimedia dies will cut not only paper and card but lots of different materials as well. Absolutely gorgeous.
Just showing you some of the inspirations you can be making with these fantastic dies, and they are so usable, beautifully detailed. But I want to draw your attention to the amount of cutting points that you are getting here. And if I just show you this one as well, again, chock-a-block full of cutting points. What I want to say with the Gemini, now I have a Gemini, and what for me really stands out, the amount of guests that join us, whether they're Crafter's Companion or not, we see them using the Gemini. If I pop that down, is because of the pressure you get in this machine, and look at everything that you can cut with it.
I mean, they really are incredible. So just take a look at this. You have got your glitter card, you've got craft metal here, you've got mount board, corrugated card, 3 layers of felt, you've got linen there, we've got that sandpaper, you know, the really rough sandpaper, thick cork, funky foam, thick denim here. This is upholstery fabric. You have got beautiful balsa wood there, and you have got that lovely this is acetate, this is foiled acetate. Tricky material to cut. The Gemini will cut it, and all of these have been cut with the dies that you're coming with. And we don't stop. This was basically me just ferreting in my craft room to try and find bits and pieces. There's plenty more it will cut, but multiple layers of fabric. You've got net in there as well. Now, up here in this corner, looks very unprepossessing, but this is mylar. Now, if you know anything about stenciling, you usually use something like mylar for your stencils or for your templates when you're quilting. the Gemini will cut this. So it means you can make your own. So we've got metal in there, which you can emboss, of course, chalkboard, faux leather, real leather, wood veneer, glitter fabric. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on. And the nice thing about the Gemini is that you know, whatever questions you've got, we're here in the UK. Yeah. The girls at the office have got Geminis in the office. If you've got a question, you've got a query, you know that the help is there. Yeah. And, you know, it's lovely so that you can take this home. And if, like me, you never really got into die cutting before you could actually, because the cranking, to be honest, the cranking hurt my hand. It took too long. I had to keep turning the dies around. It was a faff. I don't do faffy crafting. I love this machine because it lets me have the fun bit without the faff.
And that is a real key, and it's perfect for batch making. What I will say, and I'm just going to ask you a question before we show you a video. Have you currently got a die cutting machine? You might have had it for years, because die cutting machines do last years. When die cutting, dies originally evolved, very simple shapes. Yeah. But now the amount of cutting points, and you're seeing it here. So have you got a machine right now, it could be hand cranked, where you're having to put dies, the modern dies through, and you're having to add shims, you're having to put through again and again, you're trying to find the hot spot on your machine, and you're struggling. Maybe you stopped using certain dies because you just think it's too much of a faff. You'll suddenly find that the Gemini will open up the potential of all those dies at home. And we hear it again and again. We've got it, I've used it, I know how good this machine is, so I can talk from a personal standpoint. And what I will say, if you take anything away from this, the Gemini is going to future-proof you. I know what's coming up. I've talked to Fiona, I've talked to Sarah, I've talked to Debbie, and they've given me sneak peeks of what's coming up in 6 months, 18 months' time. You're going to need a machine like the Gemini that's going to cope. So if you're looking to invest 2 payments of £90, you will never regret investing in the Gemini. We've got a video to show you a little bit more. Take a look at this. Really such a good die cutting machine. 2 payments of £90, which also means it opens up a flexi order basket as well, so you can add other items such as the 3D embossing folders into your basket, and they all come with that flexi payment. So we're going to be using our 3D embossing folders.
We're going to use the 3D embossing folders. The minute you get this folder, you can see that it's different, because when I open it up, look at that. You can see the curve on that. It almost looks like that carved glass.
And you can feel it. If we look, it's the relief that you're getting there. Yeah,
really is beautiful. So you know that is what is going to impress onto your card. Absolutely beautiful. Now, the Crafter's Companion logo in these folders is on the embossing side. So I'm going to emboss black card, and we're going to play with gilding waxes. And you know what? If you're going for these folders today, I would strongly recommend you do that. Now, because the embossing folders, normally for embossing a folder, you would use your 2 clear plates in your Gemini. For an ordinary embossing folder. Because these are slightly thicker, I've actually used my magnetic and my clear shim, which is a slightly thinner combination than using my... Oh, now, what have I done? Aha! Had a piece of card left in there from when I was playing with it. That will help every time. There we go.
But that just goes to show the Gemini. And I love the fact, if you try and feed it something that's too much, it just won't take it. It'll say,
that's right.
Computer says no.
That's right. And I mean, the thing is, it will just sit there and go, and what do you want me to do? Check again. Well, it doesn't actually say it in that voice, but you know what I mean.
It did?
Think about it.
Oh, wow.
Look at this. Even without me putting gilding wax on that, look at that. You can see
That is
the
ridiculous.
foreground. You can see the midground. You can see the Christmas. You can even see that background detail if I tilt it further in the background there. So what we're going to do to make this really pop, so you can see what I'm talking about, is we're going to play with gilding waxes.
That is
fabulous, isn't it?
Fiona, that is amazing.
Really lovely. And this is the thing, you can play with so many of your different products. Right, so I have got various different gilding waxes. Now these are Pebeo gilding waxes.
You can find them on our website, and what makes Pebeo so special is it has actually got metal incorporated into the gilding wax.
And it's a soft wax as well. You know, as long as you remember to put the lid back on, it will stay soft. To me, smells like the old-fashioned shoe polish that you used to get in the tins when we used to polish shoes. Remember that? Well, do you know what? People don't seem to polish shoes anymore. Well, they just use those sprays or things. But look, here we go. Look at that detail just popping forward. And because this is so high, I can get... Look, there we go. I can get that gild. I can get that right where I need. Look at that.
Fiona.
Look at the detail that you've got in there. Those leaves have curves. Absolutely beautiful. Stunning. Right, we're going to carry on. There's another little poinsettia up here. Then I'm going to change colour and use the... I'm going to highlight the mid-ground colour. So that's Renaissance Gold.
Okay.
And then we've got Empire Gold as well. This is more of a yellow gold.
With the alcohol markers, you might have seen 3 colour blends. And what Fiona's doing now is effectively the same technique. She's using a darker shade, and then your mid shade, and then your lighter shade, blending them together and making the most out of the embossing folder.
Now look at this. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? So all that holly, which is in the mid-ground, and you just use a tiny bit. I've actually managed to get that all over my nails. Should have cut my nails. I always think it halfway through using gilding wax. I think should have cut my nails. Should have cut my nails. There we go.
Because it's got the metal in the Pebeo gilding wax, does that mean now we can burnish it and give it that finish?
Absolutely. It dries almost instantaneously once you pop it on. I'm going to add a little bit of that yellow on there as well.
So you can blend them.
And then we're going to go in with the silver for the snowy background in the background. But imagine this, you're using this on a box lid. Maybe you're going to use this on a card. Right, there we go. Just very, very lightly. Now,
that brings it to life.
It really does. Now, the thing with gilding wax is less is more. You've seen me tapping it off on the mat, and that's because once you put it on, you can add more, but you don't really ever get an opportunity to take it away. So we're just going to touch it.
How you're rubbing it, it's kind of in a circular fashion.
Yeah.
It's like how we're blending it. Just
That's
gently.
Right, just very, very gently.
Just stroking it on.
I could have probably done that slightly more evenly, but do you know what? I love that. Look at
Gives it a snowy feel, though.
It does. Swirling snowflakes in the background, but isn't it pretty?
Yeah.
And if I turn it round so we can get that big corner in. Look how those 3 colours blend, don't they look gorgeous? Beautiful. Really do. So there's your background detail, which you probably couldn't even see until I put the gilding wax on. There's your mid-ground, and there is your foreground. Oh, lovely. Love these folders. Love the gilding wax.
Fiona, as I was looking here...
Yes.
Now this, when we say 3D embossing folders, you can really appreciate why they're 3D, how the flowers are just jumping through, and then you've got your mid-ground detail, and then you've got your background. It's phenomenal. These, I can't say enough about them. I really do think they are great. Lovely. Okay, sorry, I know we were showing that, but to the naked eye, I'm looking at this now, and I want you guys at home to appreciate, because it looks so good. And just considering we started with just some plain black cardstock.
Yes. I'll tell you what, should we just... I've got some other cardstock there. Let me just run a different embossing folder. Where did I put them? I've hidden them. I've hidden them. No, I haven't. I've put them somewhere safe.
Do you want me to come away?
No. Here we go. There we go. Put them safely.
Very safe.
Deary me, deary me. Right, I've grabbed the bell one, and I've got now. This is a piece of the rose satin card from the precious metals card we've got on the show. Just watch this, because I think this is gorgeous. Absolutely lovely. So again, just pop it in your folder, and then I'm going to grab my plate. So there we go. That I'm going to pop in there, and then we're going to run it through. Now we have got not only the precious... Now, the two collections of card we've got on the show today, we have got the Carnival, the luxury Carnival card.
Amazing.
Incredible,
It
especially
really
for
is.
summer. And
So
we've also got the luxury precious metals. Now, these are the packs where you're getting...
Oh, wow.
Just come and have a look at that. Look at that. Wow. Just wow.
It looks so good.
That is gorgeous. Really beautiful, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I love that.
So you've got all the details of the bells in the foreground. You've got those lovely pine sprigs in the midground. And you've got a few, well, in fact, they're in the background. And then you've got a few bits of holly in the midground on
Can you
that
imagine
one.
that for a winter wedding? Great for invitations or a wedding card.
How quick would it be as well?
Yeah.
And you've got all of that detail. There's so much you can play with on these. You're going to love them.
You cannot help. And
You can't.
This is the beauty with the 3D embossing folder. We've shown it on black cardstock.
Yep.
We've shown it with a satin card. If you have a cardstock that has a core to it, you can sand back so you can get that sort of shabby effect, shabby chic. Or equally, if you've got your mirror card or craft metal, again, a whole different dynamic. It's so versatile, but it's the easiest thing in the world to do. So whether you're starting crafting or experienced crafter, you can get that dramatic effect within seconds, like literally one pass
You
through your
really
die casting
can.
machine.
Now, I'm just going to check, because I think I've got 2 sheets of craft metal in here.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, well spotted.
Aha.
Craft design, nothing gets past Fiona.
Only because I want to use it for something else later on. Okay, so I thought we'll just do this one,
Yeah.
and then I'll get set up and we'll do a
Okay.
demonstration proper, if you give me a
no
second
worries.
to clear up the gilding wax from me and the mat and everything.
Go.
I know, I do well, don't I? Sort of spread things around, share the joy.
That's the joy of crafting. You've got to get your hands a bit dirty. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, here we go. Now, this is the snowfall one. Take a look at that. This is metal.
Wow.
You can hear it.
So imagine putting that on your construction, on your boxes, on your home decor.
Wrapping it round a frame, wrapping it round a candle, of course, because this is metal. Therefore, it's not going to burn. So instead of putting a paper wrap around there,
That's interesting.
you could wrap more carefully than this. You could wrap this round your candle because you wouldn't have to take that off because it's metal.
Of course.
Oh, there we go. But loads of things you can be doing with embossing folders. They're absolutely brilliant, and there's definitely the thing to have in your craft room. You could even cut out those individual snowflakes and use them as decorations.
Fiona, before we're going to do a little recap. For anyone, though, that's tuning in, I'm really conscious of the fact we're saying 3D embossing folders.
Yes.
Why should we be investing in... What makes 3D embossing folders more special than just an embossing folder?
3D embossing folders have an added impact. This is what they do. So if you have a look at this, the thing is you've got more interest for the eye because you've got different levels. So right in the background, you've got these tiny, tiny snowflakes that you can barely see. Then you've got a slightly larger snowflake in the midground, just here. But then look at the ones in the foreground. And because you've got those different levels and depths, it makes the eye work harder. So you can actually start spotting things. That's it. You know, we see the world in 3D, so why not actually create in 3D as well?
And you're going to be a huge fan as well. You're getting the £4 saving. You're getting 2 embossing folders for £9.98. So just go for whichever speaks to you, or maybe go for them both. Details are on your screen, 483-852. Now, we've got... I love this. We've got reviews. So let's hear what people are saying about the embossing folders. These are your Crafter's Companion 3D embossing folders. The depth of the emboss is as I expect. And the ink sits very well on the emboss and the deboss, as do other mediums that I've tried. Fantastic 5-star reviews. The folders are superb. The embossing results are amazing. They stand alone on a card. Don't want to hide any part of them. That is a sound endorsement for some quality embossing folders. So thank you so much for taking the time to lead those. You can have your say if you are looking to get hold of these today, and when you get them home, if you do want to leave a review, all the reviews are genuine, so feel free, have your say on our website. So we're looking at embossing folders, 3D embossing folders. As Fiona was explaining, these are special because they take embossing folders, and I'm a huge fan of embossing folders, but they take it to that next level. And it was interesting seeing that review that said, look, you've got instant effect to put on a card. So you run it through, and then you've got that instant topper. And we're seeing here, this is literally adding some ink, going through your die cutting machine and you're done. It's so quick, and you've got beautiful space just down there for any sentiments, anything else you want to add. You can add your additional dies, your toppers in the mix too, and you've just got the most beautiful backgrounds. But having that detail, having the 3 levels of detail, and that's what creates a 3D embossing folder. And we're not just saying that. I hope at home you can really appreciate it. As we were showing here, I just want you to have a look. Down at the bottom, you can really appreciate why we say you're getting those 3 levels of detail, because all of a sudden, now this is your top level, your foreground, all of a sudden that detail just jumps. This was normal dark cardstock, black cardstock, and suddenly just rubbing some gilding wax over it transforms it. Instant win. All right, popping that down. So these are your options, having a look through. I love this. So you've got your poinsettia and you've got your snowflake. Perfect. Very busy at the moment for this option. I can see why. For your Christmas makes, you can use it for your card making, but also think outside the box. Maybe for your construction. Maybe, I mean quite literally, outside of a box, you can add it there. Maybe for your home decor as well. You've got that scope. £9.98. Good value. Your item number is 483852. Got another option for you. So clumsy. He's back. You've got more designs as well. So, having a look here, you've got your, you've got your ring out the bells and your holly and ivy frames. And we've got to show you how these can be used, because if you wanted to create something that, now this is interesting. Adding different effects, that I think is very elegant, classic, beautiful colorways there, but really embracing that 3D aspect and adding a bit of gloss on there. I think that's a bit of an emboss. Fantastic. Perfect. Or what about here? How nice is that? Again, to me, really elegant. Or if you wanted to go down, I was showing you elegant. What about, wait for it, what? How cool is that? I love that. So that's using, I know we've got luxury cardstock that you can find on our website, and I think that's been sanded back as well. Awesome, really, really nice. Now we talked about, for your boxes, how about this, adding that detail, that embossed detail on a box, lifts it, creates something very special indeed. What about this? Again, just stunning. Or, what about this? You're seeing effectively 2 embossing folders and the different looks you're able to achieve. Gotta show the look. This one is really good. Don't you think? Adding a bit of the luxury cardstock which we have on the show, we're going to be featuring using the embossing folder. I think that just absolutely sings. Oh, again, now we're going very traditional. Lovely. I'm going to show you one more and then we're going to move on. So you could buy a plain paper bag. Very simple, but adding that detail on the front, you've got something very special indeed. You can add your own topper in there as well, and sentiment, and suddenly just an ordinary paper bag. If you're putting something in there, you can see you're making it very special indeed. £9.98 your price. Your item number is 586238 if you want to go for this collection. Now, we were talking about a luxury cardstock. We've got that for you. Take a look at this. 40 sheets, A4. Oh. Now this is the precious metals for $12.99. Precious metals there. That is 300 GSM. Good quality, great value for something, especially with the embossing folders. Look amazing. You've also got the carnival option as well. So if you want to go for the carnival option, all right, instantly in love. And when you see it with the naked eye, you'll realise why that's so good. $12.99 your price, 436226 your item number there. We have a very special launch of a one-day special coming up this evening at 6. Do not miss it with Fiona. If you're a fan of Crafters Inspiration, if you haven't got issue 17 and 18, look at that price. Half price saving, $9.99. That is the lowest price I've seen for both ever. 637128 your item number. But here's the thing, because you're getting the magazine kits, you're getting bonuses worth £100 with it. So £50 in each of bonus content, bonus goodies. For you can look at that, £9.99, and you're getting £100 worth of bonus goodies in the kit. Incredible value. So do have a look for that. £9.99 your price. 637128 item number. What are you doing, Fiona?
I'm painting a piece of card with water because that's fine. It's Sheena stamping card with water. Now, what I've got here on my mat is I have just grabbed some of my sparkle pens we've got on the show. I have got the pistachio from the coastal set, the garden from the nature set, and the lichen from the nature set. And they're really beautiful. And what we're going to do, look at that, you can see that sparkling already. Now these are a water-based ink pad. Now you may be sitting there going, well, they're not very Christmassy, but actually, you know, who said Christmas has to be all red?
Yeah,
red and gold. You can have Christmas whatever colour you want. Now look how well these blend.
Yeah.
Really
they
beautiful.
really do.
Really beautiful. And what we're going to do is just do this. And what I'll do in a second is I'll just hold this up for you as well. I like this green. I think it's so pretty.
Now, we've got the details on your screen for your Spectrum Wire Sparkle pen sets. You're getting 18 pens, all the colours that Fiona's using. 2 flexi payments of £29.99. And when you see the sparkle you're able to get, and Fiona, I'm right in saying the more it dries, the more that sparkle comes through.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll hold this up and dry it before your very eyes. Look at this. Can you see already, as I dry this, the sparkle, which is a microfine glitter, which is actually in the sparkle pen, comes more and more to the fore. There you go. Look at that. Don't those colours work well?
Yeah.
Really beautiful. Really beautiful. If you're thinking summer, you could use this equally well for summer. I bet the sea was that colour around where you went on holiday, wasn't it?
Actually, yeah.
I mean, isn't that lovely?
Oh, that sparkle coming through there, Fiona.
Really gorgeous. And of course, if your card bends when you're doing it, dry the back of it, it will straighten out. But anyway, I've got one which is dry as well, so I'm not going to worry too much.
It was nice seeing it dry, and you really saw the sparkle.
You really see it coming through, don't you?
Yeah.
Look at that. I'll be using that later on for something, I'm sure.
Lovely.
Ah, lovely. Right, okay, I've got a piece which is completely dry, slightly different colourways, and all I've done, there you go. So you've got the green.
It looks like a batik. That's amazing.
It does. Now, how you get that, I can show you that, I think. There we go. It's really hard. That's it. That's it.
Just sprinkle a bit of water on it.
Just sprinkle a bit of water on it and let it dry and dab it off. Look at that.
Wow. Oh, I love it.
There we go. Instant distress look.
Do you know what?
Really good.
I liked it before, but just doing that, to me, really lifts it.
Really lovely. And that's because I'm using it with Sheena stamping card, by the way, because that will work with watercolour.
Yeah. We actually had that on a happy hour deal this morning, if you're lucky enough to get hold of that. If not, we got details at the bottom of your screen. You're getting 60 sheets there, 300 GSM. Such good quality. Take anything you want to throw at it.
Right.
Now, I think the beauty of the sparkle pens, that they're water-based, Fiona, so we can do so many techniques with them.
You really can. The thing about the sparkle pens is you can use them as I have. You can just squeeze them. Because they're in a nice squeezable pen, you can squeeze a bit out and use them like you would a regular paint. But because they're a liquid, you can also do things like use them with your glycerin and cut and dry foam and use them almost like a sparkle pen. Of course, you've got so many different tones going on there as well.
18, so just while we're putting that through the die cutting machine, you can see there, that's your natural trail. And then,
that's a favourite.
That's lovely. Look at that. But do you see the quality of the colour that you're getting there and how you're able to change it to diffuse it more subtle or go really intense? But whichever direction, you're going to get that sparkle coming through. Oh, lovely. So you're getting all of these, just say to be clear, details on your screen. Getting all 3 sets.
I hadn't realised.
Yeah. Look at the saving. You're saving £15, 2 flexi payments of £29.99, which will open up a flexi order so you can add other things into your basket and get that flexi payment.
Oh, I should read my list more carefully. Right, okay. So what I've done, can you see? I'm hoping you can still see, even though this is a really vibrant colour, you can still see that beautiful frame. Beautiful frame. And you can still see the glitter. Now, because my ink pad is oldish, I'm just going to go over and start highlighting
Oh, I like
little bit of the highest detail.
Yeah, I like that.
It's pretty, isn't it? Isn't it lovely? So you can see, look, you can see if this detail was all the same,
it would catch everything.
It would catch everything. But what it's doing is it's catching the holly leaves and the wreath. Can you see? But some areas it's not catching. So what we could do is we could actually put some gilding wax on there. What colour should I get? I think I'm going to go with this darkest one.
Do you know what? That's exactly what I was thinking.
I think so. I just need to be... I might...
Try it off?
Yes. Yeah. I was just thinking...
Can I help you?
No, it's fine. I'll just keep that finger out the way. This is when you have a plan and change it. This is what happens.
Look, like a good crafter, you're letting the work take you in a direction.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a journey.
It really is. It definitely is when I'm crafting. Right, okay. Let's just grab some more of this gilding wax and then go in and pick up some of the other detail just in the background, look. Oh, so we can pick up some of that beautiful rope frame around there, maybe some of the little leaves in there. It's gorgeous, isn't it? You could play with this for hours.
Oh, you really could.
There we go. A little bit of the frame in there. See, and this is the thing, as you start to look at these folders, so much more of the detail will come to the fore. The nice thing about this one is you've got that whole flat area in the middle. So if you wanted to cut that out and use it as a photograph frame, it's really easy to do. I just think they're very cleverly designed, beautifully designed. And of course, the thing is, because these are our designs, you can use them. You know, to make things for other people. Now, I'm just going to darken just around that edge.
Something as well, you know, we're talking about that space if you want a photo frame, but it also screams for a sentiment. So if you've got any sentiments in your stash and you wanted to add a sentiment, I mean, look, you create the background, then you're running the embossed detail and then putting a sentiment. That is not hard work.
It really isn't. And I mean, you can play with this to your heart's content. I just want to create almost like a vignette effect just round the edge there, just picking up some of that, because the gilding wax will show through, the sparkle will continue to show through as well, and it will just give it a lovely...
It's got a bit of a fancy feel to it.
It has, hasn't it? And I mean, you wouldn't have thought those colours necessarily would work with that frame.
Oh, it really
but I think
though.
They really do. It does. It looks very woodland, doesn't it now?
Do you know what it reminds me of?
Woodland. Now,
that
look
fairy
at that.
tale with the pretty girl and the beast.
Isn't that beautiful, with the bit of gilding wax, but not complete?
I think that's brilliant.
That is just so lovely, isn't it? And then you can turn that into a card by... Where's my tape pen? Let's do a super quick card, shall we? Because I haven't done a card.
Do you know what? We had the tape pens again, happy hour deal on this morning.
Oh, did you?
Price, yeah.
Ah, well, fabulous. The only thing you need to remember with the tape pens is flick them at the end.
Did say it. I said it, yeah.
Good, good. You'll get Leanne's prize then. There we go. That is going to sit, more or less.
Okay.
Well, it might be slightly wonky, but I'm sure people will forgive me that.
The live TV wonk.
Yeah, well, to be fair, it would be nice if I could say, yes, it's only when I'm on live TV. But I used to do all my cards with quirky angles.
I like that.
To mask the fact I couldn't do anything in a straight line.
That's different. We always love a
Not
quirky
even
angle.
walking.
Jaunty.
Yeah, not even walking. When I walk, I meander across the pavements. It's terrible.
Make use of the whole pavement.
Yeah,
not?
absolutely. So this is going to sit in the centre there. If you want a sentiment in it, we've got a little... There you go. But it could say happy birthday.
Whatever you like.
It could say whatever you want. Maybe you're going to stamp. I'll tell you what, imagine with that frame and you've got some of Donna's elf stamps.
Perfect.
You could stamp in the centre of that. Wouldn't that look amazing?
Oh,
so
I'd love to see that.
Mix the pens, mix the sparkle pens with that folder with some of Donna's elf stamps. Wow.
That is something I would love to see. And something else that's proved very, very popular is our Gemini machine. We've got a brand new bundle to offer you. So it's a new starter kit. And we've got video to show you how good our Gemini is. Take a look at this. Gemini. Can I say a few of you have already purchased Gemini this hour, and we've got a few others allocating so they're in your baskets. If you've got any questions regarding the Gemini, please get in touch. You've got 2 flexi payments of £90. So what that means, today for £90, you get the Gemini, you get the starter kit. You also get to open up a flexi order basket, which means you can add the folders into your basket, and that splits the price in half, so then they become $4.99 today, and you're spreading that cost over. But the Gemini is exceptional. It really is good. Okay, now speaking of exceptional, we've got these 3D embossing folders. They are brilliant to work with, and what you're getting is instant drama, instant effect. You're running it through. You can use different mediums, and let me just showcase that, because you can achieve such same embossing folder, such different looks, but it's so easy, and that is the real key. It's a crafter's secret. So what Crafter's Companion have done, they've invested so much time in development in giving you 3D embossing folders, and 3D isn't just like a buzzword. They genuinely are 3D. They give you 3 levels of detail, so you get your background, your midground, and your foreground. But what that does is suddenly allows everything to jump out of the paper for you. So you see these wonderful flowers, but it's giving you that depth and the perspective. But then if you want to go a bit more subtle, same embossing folder, absolutely same embossing folder, and you can see the difference here. So now that's very subtle, understated, beautiful. I mean, isn't that elegant? You can use your existing stamps in there as well. What about, we're not just restricted to paper, because if you wanted to cover notebooks or pads, you can start doing that. Beautiful detail in there. Or if you want, I can get it out. I've shown how you can embellish a bag. Again, just adding that detail. Add some colour, pick it up. Got to show you one more with this particular embossing folder. See how, I mean, that is stunning. That's just using alcohol markers. You're getting 2 different designs in this bundle. You've also got the snowflakes, which I want to show you here. Just a few examples of the snowflakes, but it really makes you appreciate how good the embossing folder is. Oh, I'll show you one more. So you don't have to use the whole embossing folder. I mean, you can do as a background, or if you just want to pick up. So just using that detail within another die, you can do that as well. Beautiful bauble. Great quality though, and it really does. The design just jumps from the page. $9.98 your price, and you're getting both designs here. So you are getting the poinsettia, and you're getting the snowflake. Your item number 483852. Can I just also draw your attention here? You can see with the embossing folders, you can, don't just think paper crafting, fantastic for paper crafting. What about home decor? See, using the detail, the snowflake design there to wrap a candle. Obviously be very careful, don't light the candle if you've got paper on it. And then on the box as well, showing that you can think outside of the box, quite literally. We've got another collection of embossing folders for you, set of 2 here, different designs. So this is Ring Out the Bells and the Holly and the Ivy frame. Just going to show you some detail here. Now this is nice. Actually, last time I showed you this, I didn't show it was an easel card, so I apologise to it was Sandra who made it. Isn't that stunning? Isn't that nice? Oh, lovely. And then you can use your existing dies and sentiments and embellish. Or what about this? Vintage, beautiful, traditional Christmas. Have a play with the colours. Now this is using from the first embossing folder, taking that flower, cutting it out and giving it a whole different aspect. Or what about, how good is that? Isn't that nice? So playing with the 2 sets works so well together. Show you one more. Look at this. Come on, how can you not fall in love with that? Is just a lovely inspiration, lovely card to send someone, but not a lot of hard work, and that is the real key. $9.98 your price. You're saving £4 on the show today for a set of quality 3D embossing folders, and you will only appreciate how good these are when you use them. 586238 your item number there. We're going to jump to our website. You can always get ahead. The website's the fastest way to order if we have a busy hour. Now, we talked about flexi order. So we've shown the Spectrum sparkle pens. So we can add those to the basket. We can add the 2 3D sets of 3D embossing folders basket. Who's that handsome guy? Go to our basket, and then you'll see, because if you've got £60 or more, excluding P&P and discounts in your basket, it suddenly opens up a flexi order. What you'll notice, so normally, traditionally, flexi payments are reserved for high-priced items. Here, for £60, we've added 3 items into the mix, and all of them did not have a flexi option on them, but suddenly, actually, apologies, the pens did have the flexi buy, but adding them in, and that's what's opened up the flexi order into the mix. So you can just see there, going through, you've got your flexi order. So all 3 items, and then you can add whatever you add into there is going to have the flexi discount.
Right.
Okay, just to let you know, the first payment will include delivery, though. That's why your first payment's always going to be a little bit more.
Right, well, whilst Janice was chatting, what I was doing was I was using, again, my sparkle pen, this time from the Floral Collection.
Yeah.
This is that beautiful orchid colour. And I've used that with a little bit of glycerin, vegetable glycerin, and a little bit of cut and dry foam on there, just to create a background, so you can start to use your sparkle pens as you would your distress ink. So we just go around the side, and what you find, it's a much more diffuse sparkle using it this way, but nonetheless the sparkle is still there. So if I then pick this up and show you, can you see you've still got a bit of the sparkle? Hopefully you can see it just coming through. Well, I can see it. There we go. I can see it on the bottom. Yeah, you can see it just in the bottom. Very, very subtle, but just twinkling away. Okay. So we're going to use this. I thought twinkling had to be snowflakes, didn't it, really? So we're going to pop this in, and again, remembering the side you want embossed goes facing the crafter's companion. Nice. So you can see it through your folder. And we're going to run this really quick card, and then I've just got a few other bits and pieces we can run through folders and emboss, just so that people can... Now,
Fiona, we were working together a while ago, and you showed that faux leather technique. You know how you can make craft paper, was it craft paper into it looked like leather?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm thinking with the 3D embossing folders, that would look amazing.
It would, and in fact, somewhere in that
pile,
there's a little book. Or is it in that pile, or is it in the other? But it's in one of those piles.
Okay, I'll have a look.
There's a task for Yanis. In one of those piles, there is a little book.
Okay.
Trust me on this.
I will find it.
But what I'm going to do is just add a bit of gilding wax now, because look at that. Oh, so pretty. Really lovely. What I'll do is just add a wee bit of gilding wax to and I'm using the silver one because silver and purple looks great. Has it evaporated, Yanis?
No, I'll check this. I'll check the other one.
I'll find it later. Well, I'll tell you what, we're back at 4, aren't we?
We are.
We can show it at 4.
Oh no, I found it.
You found it. There we go. Isn't it lovely?
That's
so it looks like. Yeah, I mean, it's a lovely technique to do. And what you do is you use your craft paper, you spritz it with water to make it damp, and your water's got a few drops of glycerin in it. Massage it into the paper, and then keep going until the paper becomes really malleable, and you keep screwing the paper up and flattening it out. Then run it through an embossing folder. And when it dries, just drape it over the radiator. It'll dry fine. But when you've dried it, you can get your distress inks on there as well. And you can really... We've even sewn with it once you've got it to that stage, because it changes the texture of the folder. Now look.
Let me pop that down.
Here we go. Can you see the little bits of metal just... Really pretty, aren't they?
Lovely.
Really pretty. Right. Very quick card, and then we'll emboss the rest of it. Actually, do you know what I'm going to do?
Go on.
I'm going to show you the finished one.
Okay.
Because otherwise all you're going to do is you're going to see, so that's an idea.
Yeah.
For then turning that into a really quick, simple card. Really pretty, isn't it? And the Merry Christmas, if you're loving that, was from Sarah's Winter Wonderland collection. So really nice. So now what we're going to do is I've just got a whole pile of bits and pieces here. Now, this is something I get a lot of in my craft room. This is packing tissue paper, and I also get lots of bits of brown paper that I can't quite think of what I'm going to use. Well, if you put any crumpled piece of card through an embossing folder, you get something which is so much nicer to wrap your presents and gifts in. You really do. But you know, I do tend to have lots of scraps. I do tend to have like scraps of brown paper where I've actually cut a parcel, and then I've got a little bit, which then gets all tatty, and then I think, well, that will go in the recycling bin then.
We've all been there.
Yeah, look now at this. I think this is so pretty. Now I would use this to wrap maybe a little gift or sweeties for someone. That is so much nicer. And you know, this is about upcycling little bits and pieces that you've got, or maybe you're just buying brown paper and you can decorate it because you can just fold it up and
I think that's
emboss
a great
it.
idea. Can I say, sometimes it's hard to pick up detail with the camera, but to the naked eye you really appreciate it. That is such a good idea.
Really
so much better
lovely,
than just normal tissue paper. I love that idea. And what's it? It's taken a second through your...
That's right.
Show you.
Just a moment to take it through. Now we've seen... Yes. Now look, this is really pretty as well. This is a piece of, I think this is from the Carnival card pack that I was using. It's really pretty pink satin one. And then I've got some gold. Ooh, there we go. That plate's in a bit wonky. And then, it has to be done, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This gold craft metal. Well, it's not real gold. It's a bit of brass craft metal, but it's very nice. So there we go. Oh, debossed it.
Oh, that's okay.
You know, that's
hey,
that
it just
kind
goes to show.
Do as I say, not as I do.
I mean, even the deboss, it looks beautiful. If you want to achieve a different effect, I'm just showing it. Look at that.
Yeah,
it's on
even
the white.
on white, it's beautiful, isn't it? So crisp.
Yeah.
So crisp.
Lovely.
And then we will just pop this through. Now, what have I done here? Come on, more haste, less speed, Fiona. Here we go. There we go. Do you know, I'll tell you what I'm getting in my ear is, Fiona, we haven't seen you flip those. They're absolutely right. Leanne will send me to the naughty step.
Yes, sir.
She really will.
We do advise flipping and rotating
Flip and rotate the plates, yes, and I haven't been. But, hey, I'll do it next time.
Fiona. We'll let you.
Look at this. Oh, look at that. Look at the detail on that. Isn't that pretty? And you could cut out elements of that. I'll tell you what, get a tag, get a die tag, and you could just turn this into the most amazing tags for Christmas, couldn't you? Really pretty.
Stunning.
Really lovely.
Absolutely
and of course you could colour that with your alcohol inks as well. We might do that later on.
So we have got another hour coming up at 4. Loads of beautiful inspirations though. So whether you are looking to create a unique bag to give a gift, that's something like this. And you see the embossing folders, they really work with your existing stash. So other dies you might have in the mix, or also sentiments that you wanted to add. Maybe you want to create a beautiful background for an inspiration. I think that is lovely. If you wanted to go a little bit more subtle, you can do that as well. Having a look here. Isn't that nice with vellum? Maybe you want to cut in instant artwork, you can do that. Showing you here. I mean, this, I think, so good. Looks so good. And you got,
I just grabbed this one.
I have to show that.
Because I just think that for me, this
stunning.
is the perfect card, look. Loads of glitter on it, wonderful detail, bit of distress ink background. It's just so pretty. And I think for a folder which could go from something like that to this incredible shabby chic look just with some gilding wax, so pretty.
And it shows the versatility
really
of the folders, and you can transform them. So whether you're using the folders on dark cardstock and just adding some gilding wax, fantastic. Maybe you want to use some satin card, you can do that. We've got the most beautiful satin cards, part of our luxury cardstock. That's our precious metals. Maybe craft metal as well, shows that as well. Got to put this down. Fiona, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. So back at 4?
We are indeed.
Please don't miss the 4 o'clock hour. If you want to catch up on this hour, you can do that via our website, hochanda.com, or also our app, Hochanda Go app. Now, at 6 p.m, we have something very special coming up.
We do. Brand new, issue 19. And it's fab. It's really lovely.
Crafter's inspiration. Please, please do not miss this, because it is going to be one. I know it's something hotly anticipated. That's coming up at 6 with Fiona. But before that, at 4 o'clock, got another hour with 3D embossing folders. So, coming up next, Creative Expressions, the one-day special. Then we got the lovely Katrina and Rowan Dean embroidery a bit later on at 2. And then after that, happy hour deal. So much to enjoy. Do not go anywhere. We'll see you right back here in a minute.
The fantastic Pebeo gilding waxes are made from very fine metal particles coated with wax and acrylic resin. These produce a high quality finish on many surfaces including metal, wood, glass, and are perfect for many crafting projects. These 30ml pots are available in 5 unique colours. To stock up, go to hochanda.com.
Hi, I'm Dino.
And I'm Gary.
And we're brothers, but we're also the founders of Craft Buddy. We started the business 7 years ago and initially brought you a selection of self-adhesive gems and embellishments.
We've since grown the range to include paper kits, trimmings, embellishments, dies, stamps, and of course, crystal cards and crystal art.
Whether you're a beginner crafter or an experienced crafter, we hope that we have something for you to enhance your current projects or inspire you to try something new.
Being on Hochanda has been absolutely fantastic because it gives us the opportunity to connect with you, the crafting community. So please do tune in to our Craft Buddy shows where you'll see either myself or our wonderful team of Craft Buddy presenters on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Bev, I'm from Be Crafty. We have been going for about 14 years and 4 years ago we started designing and making our very own stamps just for you. All of our stamps are designed and made here at Be Crafty by my own fair hands, and we love using them for lots of different crafty projects. I love playing with our stamps and templates and getting as inky as I can, whether it's spraying or blending ink or stamping ink, paints, everything. We absolutely love it, and that's what we want to show you when we come to Hochanda, because